trying to get the thingy so I can... There we go. So, that's not what I wanted. Close. Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Matt.
And I'm Angela.
Welcome back to Matchulaire, and today we are going to go over some PAX stuff. First and foremost, unfortunately, we will not be at PAX Unplugged this year. So instead of making a video all about how we're not going to be at PAX Unplugged, we are just going to go look at the games that we are excited about being at PAX Unplugged, that we will not get to experience, but we hope that you do. So if you are at PAX Unplugged, go check all of these publishers out and all these games out, and let us know in the comments below what you thought of them. And without further ado, let's look at the list here.
Full disclosure, I have not seen any of these games, so it's like a game for me.
I also have not seen any of these games, but I did filter out the list, and I chose games that I found interesting or games that I think are worth checking out, and so that's what I did. So we're just going to kind of go down the list here, starting with a little party game, I believe this is, called Adulting. I don't think it's one that's going to hit the table too often, but if you ever want to deal with the stresses of adulting while playing a card game, this is one to check out. And I should say all of these are games that will be featured at the Indie Games Night Market, this first section. So I'm not exactly sure where that is in the convention, but all of these are from that. From there, self-published Chasing Shadows. Sounds like a fun little trick-taking game. This is one that I actually am really interested in. Flip Stack Burger Shack. It looks like it's got some dexterity to it. Here, we'll click into there. This is Flip Stack Burger Shack. It looks like you got some dexterity to there, some points about where you get the burgers from, so that looks really interesting. I put this game in because it reminds me of those Miss, you know, the cartoons I'm thinking of, the one that said Miss what something or other, and we'll find some art later to show her, and hopefully it's right. But I just really like the art for this one. So designed by Matt Ward, self-published. Pyrrhic, I hope I said that right, by David Gordon. Looks like another little card game. And Rowan, because, well, Matt Ward and coming up with fun punny names. But strategy game for 2. We're good at 2. And grid movement, abstract strategy. Sounded interesting. From there, 25th Century Games. They'll be located at Plot 2804 in the Convention Center. Big Sur, which came out this summer. I think it looks really good. Looked like a lot of fun. You get this cool tableau building and car route driving along the West Coast. So, one that I've been keeping an eye on and very interested in. Botswana, another card game that it's about collecting animals. Yeah, unfortunately, I shouldn't say unfortunately. There's a lot of them on here. Bullseye. This one, I think we're both going to really enjoy because this is very reminiscent of Alibis.
Cost to spray our dog. That's acting up.
It's going to be very similar to Alibis, but it's a party game with where everyone has to add letters to the word and hope that you guess the right thing.
Okay.
So it looks like it'd be a lot of fun.
Like a revamp on Hangman.
Yeah. Very different take on Hangman, but I think that looks like a lot of fun.
Can you help her on the couch?
If you happen to be at PAX, please give that a play for me.
All the blankets off the couch.
Grand Central Skyport, that one that's been shown to me on Amazon quite a bit. Looked very interesting. This one, I'm really interested in this. La Habana, where you're basically rebuilding Havana in a card game. I think it looks really fun.
Okay.
And then this is one that I am really looking forward to hearing about from 25th Century Games, Kabuki Tricks. Trick-taking game with Kabuki style art and characters. You got a couple Shivas in there.
They're not destroying a pillow like ours is right
Yeah.
now, though, so.
Little plushie.
Shibuji!
But it looks like a lot of fun, and I've been in a trick-taking game kick, so. Operation Barclay, 25th Century Games, and Salt and Pepper Games. Salt and Pepper Games have been very much so on my to-watch list. Let me just make sure you're still going. You're still going. Yay. Raw, the remake of Raw's there. This one I put on. I thought that both of us are really going to like this.
This is showing our age.
But sand art.
It's like, how excited can you get?
Flip and write game. You get to color in the bottle with the sand. Don't know too much more about it, but one that I have been dying to try. So, 25th Century Games, you need someone. Vanity Plates, another party game that involves making vanity plates. Where is the images? So I don't know too much more, but I'm a big fan of the dry erase license plates. I think that's really fun. Further down, Wine Cellar from designed by Andrew Stiles. That's been very popular and talked about a lot by people, so been very interested in that. Adam's Apples Games, Tetsumi. I believe it's still on GameFound, but one that I've been heavily intrigued by. Almost put some money in on it, but that did not end up happening. But looks like an interesting concept and fun time, and they're going to be featured in the first look section. Albi, I don't know much about this publisher. They're going to be at location 2701. But they have a couple car games, but I really wanted to highlight these two because I think these two are going to be big hits. First one is Garden Lake by Uwe Rosenberg. This one here, nice polyomino, looks a lot like Patchwork.
Yep.
So I think it's going to play very much like Patchwork, but it looks very interesting and one that I would be very interested in playing. But on top of that is Removal, another one that involves polyominoes, and I believe it's packing up your house and getting it into a moving truck.
Hopefully less traumatic than our moving experience.
Our moving experience is one for the ages, for sure.
Yeah, they write stories.
So that's Removal. And then Severton just looks like a fun one from Vlad Chivatil. I know I have other games by him, and I can't think of them right now, but cooperative adventure game. This one, I believe, is right now on Kickstarter, but Mystic Lands by John D. Clare. This is one that I have been very intrigued by because it involves his card crafting system, bunch of other creators. Card crafting system of layering cards and making cool new creations in your deck. So deck building with card creation, great mixture. And one that I would definitely be interested in. That's at AEG. That'll be at 2742. All Play has some good ones out. Three Witches, trick taking, one versus many type of game. French Toast, guess the word by purely comparing it to French Toast. Can't help but feel like that's going to be another fun one where Alibis is one of our absolute favorite games.
It's going to be much harder.
Yeah.
For sure, but I love it.
word association with that. High Society, Llama Llama, all these games are ones that came out this year. The Networks is one that I have the first two editions of. The Networks and the Networks Executives. They now have the Networks Prime Time with a whole bunch of new shows, dramatic automation. I don't know if that's actually an actual one or they took that clip art from Futurama. So sad I didn't get that one, but yeah, there's all these new shows that are going to be included. Can't help but want that. Pinatas, Soda Jerk that came out this year, designed by Chris Yee. Torchlit, Twinkle Twinkle. I had an opportunity to play test that one, but ended up play testing.
You want a special guest?
Ended up play testing Alibis instead, but I would be very interested in playing that. I played it once on BGA. Waddle is one that I'm extremely excited to try at some point. Little penguins and you move them around the board.
Adult don't break the ice.
Yes.
Yay, we have a special guest.
Special Shiba guest.
Just trying to steal my tea. Sit. You'll be special guest in tea time.
So Waddle came out this year and it looks very good. A couple from Ares Games. They'll be at location 3133. Okay. Sudoku, which is going to be a spin on Sudoku. I love polyominoes and I love Sudoku. Baron John Games, they'll be at the Indie Game Night Market, but I was most excited when I saw this one. Three Tricky Pigs. Looks like a take on the Three Little Pigs story with some trick taking to it, so can't help but find that one interesting. Hen House, Slot Machine Millionaire. Growing up going to Atlantic City my entire life, slot machines are something I spent a lot of time around, and I can't help but find it interesting to play slots as a card game.
I do not like slots.
Next, we'll go down to Bezier Games. I have to try Game Makers. I mean, it's gotten so much buzz, and I love the play on words and the fact that they actually have featured real games. Camel Up. What are some of the other good games they have featured in this one? Try to shuffle through some pictures. There's one. Concordia. What's that? Conflict of Heroes, I think it said. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Conflict of Heroes. There we go. So yeah, they feature actual game titles in it. I think that's really cool. But they got a couple new things coming out. Haunted Mouse, Scream, and the follow-up to Princess, Zombie Princess. That one I've been very interested in. I have never played it, so can't help but find it interesting. Bitewing Games, these two I wanted to back so badly. Did not, so put those on my list here. Basically, you're building up a gazebo, and it comes in a cool pouch.
I really like it. How to get me intrigued. Yeah. Put it in a little pouch.
fabric board. But both of them came from the same Kickstarter that I was very interested in. Brother Ming Games at 4009. This is one that I was trying to get in contact with them. I actually met the designer at PAX East, and it just looks really cool. I love the video game arcade marble drop down thing, and
that is really cool.
It's like a combat game, and ooh.
Zoom was like,
yeah,
I'm gonna do the most.
So you got like your attacks and stuff on here.
Something on my hand. She's like licking my entire hand clean.
But yeah, Brother Main Games, if you still want to chat, please send us an email. But that's Rematch Marble Puzzle Fighter. Looks really cool. One I would definitely be interested in hearing more about. Button Shy Phantasmic, which I think is part of their Black Friday listing and the expansion. So Definitely go take a look at them. Calliope Games 2251, Martian Dice, sequel to Zombie Dice by Scott Alms that I absolutely love. You basically you get the dice, and I believe, well, I would expect that if you roll the red, which are the tanks, are the bad ones, but in Zombie Dice you get the die and the brains equal what you don't want them to take, and so on. Anytime you rolled and you get a brain, it's bad things. But Press Your Luck game, roll for it, great game, and Suro. Can't help but want an anniversary edition of that one. Let's see, do they have pictures of that one? It looks like all the same basic Suro pictures, but
I was gonna say that cover art for the 20th anniversary is gorgeous.
yeah. Cardboard Alchemy has Flamecraft duels and a couple expansions for Flamecraft, so definitely want to check out those. Charming Collective Games, or Charming Games Collective, Capybara Crush, absolutely fantastic, adorable little game. Have not tried it solo yet, but we had fun playing it. Yeah, we had fun playing that.
I have a big grin on my face. I'm like, Capybara Crush, I love it.
And Otter, you can't help but want to love that little otter. Trickety, a trick-taking game where you win by coming in last. So
that goes against the premise of 99 to beat.
Yeah. So that one looked and sounded interesting. So I was can't help.
Kind of like the Lord of the Rings game where you want like that one person wants to have the lowest amount of tricks, and you're like,
right,
oh, it should be easy not to get anything, but like it really isn't.
Right, you don't want to win, and then it's like, oh shoot,
yep.
I was supposed to not win. So Trickety, it'll be a fun time to try out. Cosmodrome Games, Children of the Colossi, sounded very interesting. Tribes competing for Colossi eggs in a post-apocalyptic world. Was not many pictures of that one available, but sounded cool. Czech Game Edition, the 3 expansion sets for games that are heavily beloved. Galaxy Trucker, Do What, Lost Ruins of Arnak, and SETI. So those are ones to look for. DeVere 2151. They have few good games coming out, but this is the one that I am most excited for. Red Carpet. I told you about this one. It's going to be very similar to Picture Perfect, where you have your celebrities walking down the red carpet and you're trying to take pictures of the right ones in the right angles. And I don't know exactly too much about what the cards mean, but God, the game looks absolutely fantastic. And we love Picture Perfect, so. White Castle Duel. Have not played the White Castle yet, but a dual edition I can't help but feel like we'd play quite a bit. Druid City Games, Mad Kala. Mad Hatter version of Mancala. What more can you ask for?
Not much.
All the components there, and so that looks really cool. And Wonderland's War Duel, that one has not been released yet, and they have a demo, so that'll be fun. DVC games, Here Lies and Karnak, few small games, and then still going. Then we got Envy Boring Games. Cats vs. Cucumbers is one that I really wanted. We loved a few of their other small box games that they sent us.
I had to show you videos about how frightened cats are on cucumbers for no reason. Because he's like, I don't get it. And I was like, hold on.
But we got that. That looked really interesting. Dragon Roost and Hercules and the 12 Labors. That one looked really interesting that I did not back. Design Your Destiny. I just did a post about it on Instagram. Great system, great family fun book to read through. You read through a story and play little mini games during the story, and throughout it you do little activities that help you design a game within the book. It's really cool and a really fun system.
It's a board game version of Carl's Dungeon Crawler.
Exactly.
Someone was talking about that book again. I really have to start picking them up.
Thank you.
Me?
Yeah. Don't know what words came out there.
That's fun.
Fireside Games coming out with Ham Helsing. I'm a sucker for play on words, so.
I'm sorry for all the yawning.
Sorry, we're doing this fairly late at night.
On a Monday.
But we're getting this out in time for PAX, so gives you something to watch and look into. But we got all these. It looks like an interesting concept. Deck and bag and pool building, cooperative game, flat out games with Cascadia Alpine Lakes, forage and honeypot. Knitting Circle is one that I was really looking forward to. So definitely want to go check that out. Point Galaxy. I liked Point Salad a lot. I'm not sure if I'm going to like Point Galaxy. Was not that big of a fan of Point City, but can't win them all. This one is one that I was really hoping to get a chance to try from Floodgate Games. 3034. Nope, wrong button.
Yeah, the button. Wrong
Hedge
button.
Mage. Looks like you're building hedges in your yard to try and build a maze. Looks really fun. Really interesting concept. Yeah, collect gnomes from your rival's hedge mage while building your own to protect your own. So, looks like you're building a maze and doing that. Squirrel Away. From Frix, Firex, I don't know how to pronounce that. Either way, Terraforming Mars, the dice game, missions, expansion. Gielin's games, I really like a lot of their small package concepts. They have a lot of cool things that are coming out or have just recently been released. So definitely go check out their games, Dice Clash and Hard Drive, Kickabout, all these titles. They make some fantastic little small box games. Gamehead, Corky Pileup, just looks adorable. First Class Letters, Friendly Fishing. So Trinket Trove is one that I've seen on a lot of creators' shelves. So can't help but feel like I'm missing out on an opportunity to play a really fun game. So
Artwork 10 out of 10.
Collect critters, trade human trinkets. Would be very reminiscent of I can't think of the name. We don't own it, but it's one that I talk to you about a lot.
Okay.
Hickory Dickory. There we go. That one came out a couple years ago. Graham's Edition. Micro Hero Hercules. Looks like a small, fun little card game. One that would be easy to take out and play at a brewery. So there's that. Grand Gamers Guild. I really wanted to highlight this one. You're basically playing as one of those dolls. The Stack'em dolls. And yeah, looks interesting. Improve your skill, tracks to build the best Kokeshi. I don't know how to pronounce it, but looked very interesting. As soon as I saw the artwork, I was like, ooh, I want to try that. Grandpa Beck's Games, expansion for Skull King, and their newest title, Whoa There Cowboy. Grodd Games LLC. This one we played and tried, and we have a demo copy of. Really fun estate. You're basically trying to build the best estate. It's got so many mechanics built into it. A little bit of engine building, worker placement, resource management, hand management. But yeah, you remember playing this one?
Yeah.
You liked it?
I did.
Yeah. So definitely one to look into. You got all these cool characters, and
Sorry, I'm half asleep at this point.
you have all of these tracks to play through. So you're every time you do a production, get you more cards, gather.
I feel like I didn't
Yeah.
use enough of my resources in that. Like, I definitely deserve another playthrough.
But
I didn't play it as well as I would have liked. I'm trying to say. What am I saying? Am I awake right now?
No.
I got it.
Local publisher Happy Camper, they did Trio. Their new game, The Four Doors by Matt Leacock, Ben Pitchback, Matt Riddle. Well, that's the same group that did Fleet and Three Sisters.
I love those.
And then Jungo, I got to demo that one at PAX East, and that was a lot of fun. I definitely want to play that to try and learn how to play it better, because I did not do very well. How to Steam Broccoli, Alpha Team. This one just looks like a lot of stupid fun, and as a big grown-up fan of Power Rangers still, you can't help but want to play with mechanized robots featuring animal likeness. That's from How to Steam Broccoli at booth 3001. Don't botch the broccoli. So, Inside Up Games, Ice and Idols. That one was shoved down my throat in advertisements. Looks interesting, though, one I'd be interested in playing. Ivy Studios has a lot, but Tend is another very busy roll and write game, flip and write. But it's not one I really had much interest in, just because there's some areas of all the boards where you can either only kind of use the pages once, so laminating them would be impossible, because you have to be able to like scratch off an area on the board, and that to me just is kind of a waste of the components, but everyone loves it. So Kinsing Key Games with Galaxy Cruise, massive game that I was very much still looking forward to, but did not back that one. But they have a couple new expansions out. Kids Table Board Game. We were going to go to a demo of these games from them, but since we're not going to be at the convention anymore, their new game Layers and River Market are going to be featured, and Seashells, which looks absolutely adorable. But River Market is the big one. It's in the Creature Comfort. I don't know the line of games, along with that and River Valley. So those looked really good. Lucky Ducks Games has Borealis Arctic Edition. If it has to do with the Borealis, and I think I'm in. I've never seen it, but apparently there's areas in New England that got to see it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got hand management, environmental games. So Critter Kitchen, I'm just adding it on here because it was a fantastic game that we really enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely check out Critter Kitchen and the expansion. Potions of Azurland is one I tried reaching out to get a demo copy of. Did not get it, but looks absolutely fantastic, and we love games about potion making.
We really do.
Ludimus Games. This is going to be featured at the PAX Rising Showcase. Toppings. You're making pizza. What gets better than a game about making pizza and throwing toppings out?
Nothing much.
So, definitely have to give that a try. Little Kingdoms looked rather interesting. Fast-playing addictive card game with some hand management. The expansion to Solstice. Firefly. It might be a standalone even. Or maybe not. But got some interesting new concepts coming out for Solstice. Mighty Boards has a couple new ones coming out for the Gods. and Pinched both looked rather interesting. Mind Clash Games has a new game coming out, Ember Heart, but they're also going to have Tricarian's anniversary edition there, so definitely go take a look at that. Mood Publishing will be featuring Goat Simulator, the card game.
I'm so glad.
I know. Valheim, Office Dog with Two Towers trick-taking game. Go check that out if I'm not mistaken, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say or not, but a couple friends said they are going to be featured doing demos of it, including I don't know. I'm drawing a blank who said they were doing demos now, but the Two Towers trick-taking game, I absolutely love the Fellowship of the Rings one, so that should be good. Phase Shift Games, they made the dungeon drop in that drop.
Yep.
Yep. I don't know if either one of these are going to be similar to that, but Ether Spire and Widgets Workshop both look absolutely fantastic, so can't help but feel like it'd be good pickups. Pink Hawk Games, I've seen this a lot on Amazon, but it still has not been released apparently, so I don't know. I definitely know I've been seeing advertisements for this game though, so looks interesting. Can't help but feel like it has a little bit of a Munchkin vibe, at least in the art. So there's that one. Post Curious, I've seen this a lot, and so I just want to check out these little mystery boxes. Red Raven Games with Above and Below Haunted. I've wanted to try those games for a while, so a new edition would be fun to check out. Formaggio, the Italy edition of Fromage. Looks like a lot of the same components are going to be coming back, but you get some new boards with new challenges and new mini games and whatnot. So, Nicole, you'll have to bring your copy over. Roxley with Excalibur. I really want the deluxe edition if it's available. Getting that metal sword would be freaking great. Smirk and Dagger with Boom Patrol. Looks like a fun little battle game, but really have to focus on A Place for All My Books because we got ours in. Absolutely fantastic game. Some set collection. A lot of resource management. You're trying not to outrun your social battery. We do have the fancy edition and all the bookmarks. Fantastic game. Absolutely love it. So go check it out. Snowbright Studio, Insectarium, designed by our friend Kristen. So definitely been on my list to go check out. I believe it's about collecting bugs and building your own insectarium. So can't help but love the little bug minis. Steve Jackson Games has a new Perfection Potions coming out. You know what it looks like? It reminds me of though.
The one from
the Witch Game.
The Witch Game, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that one. Know the one.
I looked at it and thought it was hers, and I was like, oh nope.
Insert person here.
But hopefully she is at Captain Con with us again, and we can say hi. Stonemeyer Games has a bunch of little fan design packs of cards for Wingspan, so all you Wingspan fans, I got really excited about this one. I don't know why. Just looks absolutely fantastic. Amazing artwork. Components look like they're top notch.
Yeah, for sure.
So just looked really good. It also reminds me of a couple other games in my collection that we have not played, but would love to. Postcards. Love travel, so can't help but feel like it would be a fun little game to try out. hop on your bicycle and explore the beauty of France, one postcard at a time. So, Yokohama Duel, one that I've wanted to try, and so a dual edition would be fun. Tycoon games with 2 new editions of Everdell, Emerald, and Silverfrost. You can never have too much of that. Nikojima with their expansion. Another one that I do not know much about at all, Urban Professional Games, but this looks like a lot of fun. Chefs compete in a food truck competition serving up dishes by chucking and plucking. So, I don't know. It looks like fun chaos that I am 100% down for. So, that is Chicken Fried Dice. Go check that out and let us know what you think. Weird City Games with Satchel Quest. It's a bag building game that has been heavily loved by anyone who's played it from what I've heard. So can't help but feel like it would be another one right up our alley because we like Quacks a lot. Mm-hmm. Wise Wizard Games, Elamistic and Seeker Chronicles. 2 new games coming out from them, or recently came out from them. And last but not least, from the wonderful world of board games, Dragonarium. So those are the games that at least I found most interesting. What did you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's solid.
Some interesting picks in there, so please, if you were at PAX Unplugged, go check them out. Let us know down below if you do or not and what your thoughts are. But till next time, and hopefully at next PAX we can play together. But till then, toodles.
Toodles.